I'm so sorry about Pride. I'm so sorry about my community. Because the so-called gay community is supposed to be all friends with each other and everyone knows each other, apart from those lesbians that don't like trans activism because they see it as misogyny. They're not welcome in Pride. And anyone else who's not going to go along with every bit of the LGBTQXYZ pedosexual agenda, they're not welcome in Pride either. You're bigots. You don't allow a big hairy man or a hairy man that's calling himself a woman to lie down with a child, then you're a bigot. That's the way it's going. You're allowed to ride around naked completely in front of children. The police can ride alongside you, making sure you're protected. That's absolutely fine. That's breaking the law, but they're facilitating it. They've spent all this money on this ridiculous, giant, souped-up police car for Pride, a special Pride police car, when they've cut budgets to actually... They said that they can't investigate burglaries, they can't investigate crimes, they can't investigate anything they're actually supposed to do, but they can spend money on this souped-up car. Yeah. I feel great shame about Pride. I feel great shame about what it's become. I'm disgusted. It's like it's me, like it benefits me, my kind, gay people, LGBT people, whatever. It's not even gay people that are benefiting from it now. Trannies, whatever. You've got a month of Pride, and then you've got other Pride events that go on after that month. Pride Month? Really? Every year? Seriously? I'm ashamed. And I've basically been rejected from Pride because I made the link that Islam is not so good for homosexual rights. Sharia law is not so good for homosexual rights, which Peter Tatchell likes to ignore now, but he used to walk around with a t-shirt saying Islam equals Nazis on it. Peter Tatchell used to do that. You know, the one that says that not all sex with children is unwanted. Peter Tatchell held up a sign with that. So gays going their own way, or the gays against Sharia, you've got the lesbians against trans activism that call it misogynistic, and they've all been rejected by the LGBT pedosexuals. So, it's kind of strange. You can dress up as a dog in a leather gimp mask and be urinated on in the street, the police will protect you, that's fine. And this is apparently what my kind fought for generations, not to be ourselves, not to... not be punished for, the way you are, the way you can't control it, but actually to fight to be degenerate on the street and abuse children and expose yourself and make a mess in the street. That's what my kind fought for corporate sponsorship, to reject other people crying out for help in our group, and to virtue signal and feel good whilst actually engaging in a misogynistic act of trans activism at the expense of women. So we're getting rid of gay men, we're getting rid of women to make way for trans, to make way for every other little letter that can go after the LGBT. What the hell is it for? What's the point? Why do we need a month? We don't. So I'm calling for an end to Pride, because I'm ashamed of it, and everyone should be ashamed of it. The fact it's even called Pride, it's not called Gay Pride, because it's not about being proud of being gay. Have you noticed that? Every time they say Pride, 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 it's never Gay Pride. It used to be. Is it supposed to be gay people? Or is it supposed to be just everyone who wants to virtue signal themselves into oblivion in this politically expedient group, this group that have real power and corporate sponsorship and police souped up cars and stuff, protection? They've got massive, massive protection. And for what? So they can get free hugs and sniff poppers on the street. Is that what we fought for? Well, in that case, I'd rather turn every Pride event into a giant closet. I'm quite proud of being gay, but I'm not proud of the LGBT Pride marches. I'm proud of what I am. I'm proud of what I do. But I'm not proud of this virtue signalling mess that has jumped the shark, that has no right to exist, certainly not for a month, that goes around saying if you don't love it, you're homophobic. If you don't go around wearing the badges, if you work for the National Trust and you don't wear the badge, you'll get sacked, you'll get castigated, you'll get called a bully, you'll get called a bigot, you'll get called an extremist, you'll get called a Nazi, because you didn't get down and sniff that guy's backside when we told you. Yeah, I guess those homophobes were right. The gays, the lesbians, the bis, the trans, everything else, all the letters after it. It's all about converting the children. That's why they have rainbow colours. That's why they have all these rainbow displays and sweets and people smiling and jumping around and acting naked and childish and infantilized. It's about appealing to children, just like cigarettes' sweet, sickly smell is about appealing to children. They spend a lot of money on getting children interested in these things, which actually constitutes a form of child abuse, but it's legally sanctioned by our society. That is why, I'll say it again, I'm ashamed of Pride, and I think everyone at those Pride marches should get back in the closet and start again.